Oh, yeah!
We have our intro music now on here.
What?
So I don't have to go through and do extra editing. Wow, how nice is that?
You didn't tell me that was happening, man.
I know, I did. I got a few more surprises for you today. It is Friday, July 24th, and this is a breaking news. What is up, my Sabronis? This is a breaking news episode of the Save Us Center podcast. And I didn't think we were going to do it when this news happened, but you know what? The shock of the decision that was made us have to do this. And of course, if you're living under a rock, LeBron James has made his final decision on the final place he's going to play to end out his career. We are talking, yeah, we're talking the GOAT today. Let's get that one more time. The GOAT's talking. He made his decision.
I'm going to call your mom and make her take away your sound effects. I'm going to call Kelly.
11:40 a.m. this morning, LeBron James tweets out that he has made his decision on where he's going to play basketball next year. And obviously, Philadelphia was not the decision I thought he was going to make. I really didn't. Apparently, there was some smoke, the last few weeks. But where there's smoke, there's fire. I guess I did not think that this is what the decision was going to be. Initially, I was shocked. I really thought Cleveland. I thought Miami had a small chance, or Golden State. Like those, really the three. And I know Philadelphia. I know Minnesota. The last few weeks felt like they had a chance. And apparently Philadelphia. If you're Philadelphia right now, this all happened when you traded for Jaylen Brown. What's your initial thoughts of LeBron going to Philly?
Yeah, listen. The fact that it's clear that LeBron is trying to get his fifth title, 4 different teams, never been done before. Going east, there's a lot of benefits to it, and we'll talk about that as we go. But joining Brown and anybody, that's a great lineup. I'm interested to see how they deal with teams like the Knicks and the Cavs. And he's kind of the most hated guy still in Cleveland, et cetera. Now, but
you know what? I think for the most part, I think Cleveland fans I would be shocked if they're upset, if they're mad.
I feel like they I think some are going to feel like they got duped twice. Here's the thing, though. The Knicks are, I don't want to say imploding. That's a strong word. They're having some rocky roads right now, not the ice cream, because of contract issues by players. And that is always what happens, right? I mean, so they may not have as much resistance coming out of the East now with a team like that. And I think that's going to improve LeBron's chances to at least have a chance for that next title.
I think the team that's kicking themselves the most out of the East, besides the Knicks, here's the Knicks. Until somebody beats you, you're champions, and until somebody knocks you off, you are defending champs, and they got to go through you. The Celtics though are kicking themselves right in the butt because not only did you get rid of Jaylen Brown to get Paul George, you get rid of the best player, the better player of the two. You send him to a rival, and then you allowed that rival to go get LeBron James. I don't think he goes there without Jaylen Brown. I don't think he goes there just Embiid, just Maxey. But Brown, Edgecombe, Maxey, Embiid, all those guys together, I mean, this is a great starting five. Those five together are insane.
As long as they're healthy.
As long as they're healthy. And that's the thing, that can you trust Embiid to stay healthy? But the 76ers this year are not gunning for 70 wins, 65 wins, 60 wins. They're gunning for, can you finish the season 55-27? And can you survive back-to-backs? Embiid doesn't need to play 40 minutes. LeBron doesn't need to play 40 minutes. You let Jaylen Brown, who's never really missed games in his career, and Maxey, be the cornerstones of this team, and LeBron's just going to go add you 20 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. Like, he's going to do that this year, and he's just that piece that when they get into the playoffs is the defining piece that's no longer gets swept by the Knicks in the second round. Like, this is strictly for, he thought this was the best opportunity, like you said, to kind of go win a 5th championship with 4 teams. He signed a 2-year deal. Realistically, I really think he only plays one more year at this point in time. I really think he plays the 24th season.
Really?
But if he does 2 years, it's 25 seasons. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
If they win a championship this year, how hard is it to not try to go back to back? But also, if you win championship this year, how sweet is it to go out on top? Or does he win championship this year and then go do that final run with the Cavs? But he sent out a tweet. The tweet is kind of what then Shams and everybody. But this is I'll read you the tweet. I thought I was done when the season ended. I wasn't ready to announce it, and I know I need some time to really decide. But I was pretty sure I played my last game. I was honest at the last press conference when I said I need to look at myself and decide if I still love this game. I still truly love this game, and I have more to give. The last few weeks have been really special. I've never been able to have no clue what to do and take real time to just think. I've had an incredible few months with all the people I love trying to figure it all out. This is my last decision. I'm not going for money. I'm not going for family. What am I really playing for at this point? I still want to sacrifice. I still want to work. I still want to grind. I still want to compete to win and have a chance at that feeling of winning another championship. I believe I can help make the Philadelphia 76ers a championship team. I am so excited to energize the new fan base and start this incredible journey one last time. Thank you, LA, Miami, I'll forever love, and Northeast Ohio will always home. He forgot to say stay home, but he says this is my last decision, and so is this the place that LeBron James retires at? Does he play 1 or 2 years with the Philadelphia 76ers and retire? I don't know. You never know with LeBron. But
no,
win a
you
title,
never know.
And they have a legit team to win a title. They have a legit. This is such a talented group to win a championship with that they can go get it done this year. And you know that a LeBron James on the team, very rarely does like your best player on the team or your superstar not win Finals MVP. And Jaylen Brown obviously got it over Jason Tatum. Andre Iguodala got it over Steph Curry. But they think about all those Kobe and Shaq years. Like there was one year where Kobe probably deserved it, but they were going to give it to Shaq in the three-peat. Jordan got all 6. Like you don't usually spread out Finals MVPs. If LeBron goes and averages 24, 25 points in an NBA Finals, he's winning Finals MVP. He's the only player right now to have 3 Finals MVPs for 3 teams. Could you imagine adding a 4th to the resume and 5 titles? I mean, that's insane.
When you said Jordan, why didn't you play the GOAT sound effect?
I don't have a second greatest of all time sound effect. I only have.
Anyways, go on.
I only have one for the real greatest of all
Yeah,
time.
yeah, sure, right.
So
now, you're right. You're right in this. I don't know what he does after 1 year. Now, it is a 2-year contract. It's the league minimum, and it is interesting. I want to say, why now do you make that decision of it's not about money? It's all other players, and this is exactly why. Sorry, I think Jordan's the greatest. He should have been saying, oh, I want to have my name without a doubt be in the conversation as the greatest of all time. So I'm going to win as many titles as I can. Even if that means, because he doesn't need money. So it's like, even if it means that I need to sacrifice to make half the money and if that helps us build a roster, he should have been doing that crap 3 or 4 years ago. But, as we've talked about before, the Lakers had some issues.
Yes, so, he opted out of the Lakers contract multiple times to give them an opportunity to go get Klay Thompson,
I know.
go get DeMar DeRozan, and they didn't. And so at that point in time, he waited till and you knew he was going to re-sign with the Lakers, but for how much? When they don't do that, he's like, no, screw this. I'm just going to go take money,
and that's
because
right.
And so at this point in time, he literally says like, this is the best opportunity to go win. He wants to, and think about like the Knicks just won their first title in 53 years, and that place is going to be rocking. It's going to be freaking crazy next year. Think about this. The 76ers not won a championship in like 43 years. 83 was the last time that they won a championship. They made it in 2001. Obviously, they got gentlemen swept by the Lakers. Like, they do not know what winning title feels like. And so if he can go do that, and this is why I 100% truly believe, had the Knicks not won the title, he would have been New York Knicks, and there was no doubt about it. Because that's a good team that he would have won and elevated. They won the title. So what's that next team that you can do it with? I think that, yes, Cleveland was the lure to go home was probably very important to him. But if he really, truly wants to win a championship, I agree that this is probably the best roster post getting Jaylen Brown. The fact they got Jaylen Brown, I mean, Celtics fans, you got to be kicking yourself. You got to, crazy.
There's your cat in the background. We already talked about how your cat's a LeBron fan.
His name is LeBron now.
I'm sure it is. So here's the deal. Another layer to this. The Lakers are very popular. They're one of the more popular teams, obviously, out west.
They're, one of the most popular franchises in pro sports.
And in pro sports. So here's the thing. With him coming, I was not really surprised that he came back east. because here's the thing, especially not just going east, but really going east. And I'm talking time zone. 60% of the people in the United States live in the Eastern time zone, roughly about 60%. So now it's a little bit like the Big Ten when they picked up Rutgers and stuff, when it's like clearly there's no advantage, but there's a viewing money market that is advantageous. So even though LeBron is taking a minimum contract, he's going to have a whole lot more eyeballs on him now in the Eastern time zone, especially in a big place like Philly. And it's not like you're playing in like a Cleveland where it's like, I don't want to say out in the middle of nowhere, but Philly's really close to Boston, New York, all that stuff. It's right there.
It's a 45-minute helicopter ride from New York to Philly. So
right. So it's an easy decision in that regard because there's still a money market available for LeBron. And so, yes, he's signed with less money, but I think in the end, it's going to be better for him. And I think it's probably going to be better for not only the NBA in the United States, but also worldwide, but also the United States. So I think it's good for everybody they went to the East rather than staying in the West. That's my 2 cents.
Yeah, and I mean, again, I'm a little shocked by it. I thought the East was going to be the eventual choice other than Golden State. Like, the only team in the West that had a chance was Golden State. I really did not see Philadelphia as a place to end his career. I thought there was something poetic about Cleveland, even Miami, because he's been there. It's going to be a different uniform for him. And as a fan, I've never been a big Philly Sixers fan in my entire life. I think Philadelphia fans are very annoying people. My dad lives very close outside of Philly, and those people are not always the how do I say this without being rude? They're not like you.
They are not the city of brotherly love as this name advertises.
They are not gray Ohio folk like you and I am. And so, but I am a LeBron fan, and I obviously root for LeBron James. When the Lakers inevitably get eliminated, I will be rooting for LeBron. Let's see you get a Lakers-Philly finals. I don't know who I would root for. I mean, I would root for the Lakers, but I'd be happy for LeBron if he gets it done. And I'm going to give you a real bold take right here. I'm going to give you a bold take right now on July 24th at 2:21 p.m. as we do this. And we're going to do an NBA preview episode when October rolls around. But I'm saying to you right now, the Philadelphia 76ers will be in the NBA Finals.
No, I don't disagree with that. And I'll be real honest. People always talk about is the NBA rigged and stuff, blah, blah, whatever. But I really do think it would be in the best interest of the NBA for them to be in the finals. But I also think, there's a little bluebird outside. Sorry, I was distracted. I haven't seen one for like 2 months. But the other thing is, when you look at LeBron's power potential financially, I think it's good, especially they're going to milk that cow until the udder is dry. And it would be a nice swan song for that to happen. Especially when you look at the Knicks, they're kind of having some, not infighting, but there's some contract issues. And, and that's another thing. Like James Harden hasn't figured out his contract and stuff. So there's a whole lot of things in play here. But, yeah, it puts the 76ers back. They're up there now. They're the team to beat. That's my opinion. And I know the Knicks are the champs.
Yep. No, it's gonna be Knicks Sixers on Christmas is gonna be insane. Knicks Sixers Eastern Conference Finals is gonna be insane. I think that I would not be surprised. Let's just say there's a bit of struggle or Joel Embiid doesn't stay healthy. There's gonna be a big push to trade Joel Embiid before the deadline. And you could go get. I know maybe it's not the best fit for the team long term, but for LeBron to win a championship. Don't be surprised if Anthony Davis' name pops up, a Embiid AD swap, maybe AD and picks just because of the age of Anthony Davis. But just something along those lines to, again, you brought LeBron James and Jaylen Brown in to win a championship right now. And so there's always going to be that pawn of Embiid to make those moves. And he's a big Maxey fan, and so I don't think Maxey goes anywhere. I don't think Jaylen Brown goes anywhere. I think that's just anytime there's struggle is Embiid that guy that they can put out there of get that piece to win the championship this year because I'm all team LeBron. LeBron is going to be 42 years old. He's going to play in his 24th season. For us to act like he's prime LeBron and should be able to do this all on his own is ridiculous. And there's going to be people similar to you that, act like, he's not the greatest of all time. But him being a part of a fifth championship team on this team will I just think, cement the legacy even more than what it already is. Like, we already have the foundation set that he's the greatest of all time. This just cements it down that he will. He's gonna be in the He's gonna be in the conversation to win a championship this year. The fact that he's gonna do. He's the piece that puts the 76ers over the top. Like before noon today, if somebody asked, do the 76ers have a chance to win a championship next year? What would you have said?
They have as good a chance as maybe Cleveland or a little lower.
I would say they had no shot. I would take the Knicks over them.
That's what I mean.
I would probably take
Minimal.
the Pacers healthy over them. Heat with
Sure.
Giannis and Bam. And there's no way that I would pick the 76ers. Even they made it over the Thunder, over the Spurs, over the Lakers,
right.
over the Nuggets.
They'd be a fourth or fifth. Yeah.
But LeBron James goes there, and we instantly know that this team is a championship contender and a chance to win the East and the whole thing. That's what LeBron James does. And it doesn't matter at age 42 or 22. That's why LeBron is the GOAT.
Well, and again, he's no spring chicken, and they're going to have to. They're definitely going to have to monitor his minutes. I'm curious. Is he going to be living out in Philly then? So there's going to be like, how's the family going to be with stuff? How's the strain going to be on things? You never know how that plays on you, man. And so it will be interesting to see. Also, duly noted, the Sixers, I was just looking up their draft picks. They picked a guard in their first round, the guy from Alabama, I believe. And then they didn't have a second round pick. So it's not like they went out and drafted a big man. So Embiid is it. And so they do have all he is the hinge pin on this whole thing. I'll just be honest at this point. And so it'll be interesting, even to see if they maybe move some pieces to get a good backup center. I don't know. What about that left shrimp? Can we get... No, just kidding. But, it does make you wonder, like, okay, who's a backup center that would be good other than Big Country Reeves, his 55-year-old self? But, it is interesting. They got to have a backup plan. As you mentioned, would it be Davis or some sort of swap? I don't know. So, we'll see.
I mean, they got Bona, Adam Bona, second-year guy out of UCLA, or third-year guy out of UCLA.
Did you say Boner?
Bona,
you did say Boner.
B-O-N-A.
You said Boner. I heard it.
You're an idiot. And they did bring in the Huck Porty kid from the Knicks this last season. He's kind of another big body that can rest. But they're gonna play small ball. I mean, you brought in Anthony Simmons, Dean Wade, and then obviously Edgecombe and those guys that were already on the roster. I mean, it's gonna be interesting. It's going to be interesting what the 76ers, the LeBron James led Philadelphia 76ers look like. And
you're also not facing a ton of big men out in the East, also. Right. So you can't play a little more small ball.
There's no Wemby.
There's no Chet. There's all that stuff. So it's
Walker Kessler.
It's least resistance is in the East.
Yep.
It is what it is.
Final question. Is this LeBron James' last destination? Does he retire as a Philadelphia 76er?
I don't know. We just completely got bamboozled in him going to 76ers. So who knows what he'll do. What I think it would be good is if he retires or if he wins a championship this year, he needs to say, I've done my deed. I've set my records. Goodbye and goodbye. Now, what I think would be poetic, but clearly he doesn't give two craps about poeticness, is he would come back to Cleveland for 1 year. Chances are he wouldn't do much. Cleveland probably would not win the title. I don't think they would anyways. So I would rather him go out on top and go out in the sunset. It's a little bit like we see our heroes, good football players. They try and hold on. It's like, not everyone's a Tom Brady and LeBron James. Sometimes when you win, it's time to go. And I don't know. So I would be surprised if he wins this year, if he comes back. If he does not win, let's say if he gets to the finals and loses, I think he'll come back and honor the second year of that contract.
Yeah.
Because
they don't make it
it's
this
like,
year.
oh, we got there, we just didn't win.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm interested to see how this season looks for them, and I do believe we get 2 years max of LeBron. I don't think he plays past year 25. And I think that, but here's this a lot of this feels like Tom Brady going to the Bucs, right? Like, I know it was different. Brady played his entire career with the Patriots. Then he goes to Tampa Bay. They win in the first year. He plays the second year, and then he was kind of supposed to retire, and he didn't. And him and Giselle got divorced, and he played that final year, and they don't, they lose in the playoffs, and then he retires, and now Tom Brady is, the face of Fox, NFL Fox, and all those things. I'm not going to speak on LeBron James' marriage life because I don't know. It seems like he's always been a good family man, and he probably doesn't make this decision if the wife and kids aren't okay with it.
Right.
But I'm interested to see how much is him being away this year for the most part. And I know NBA travel, they're gone a lot of the times anyway, but just that how much that plays an effect to the decision to play year 25. And again, I think if he wins it this year, it changes that option for next year. Like, do you go back to back? Do you retire on top? If you don't make it this year, if it's a disaster this year, if you make it to the Eastern Conference Finals and lose in 7 games, what does that look like? It's going to be an interesting road, and I really did not envision that Philadelphia would be that place, but Philadelphia is that place, and LeBron James is now a Philadelphia 76er.
Hey, real quick, for a quick Cam Dogs conversation piece that's LeBron based. Are you ready?
Okay. Yep. What's
the best and the worst LeBron James jersey?
The best is probably, and I know they're ugly, but the black sleeve Adidas ones that they wore in the 2016 finals run. Like, that's what he scored his 41 points in Game 5. That's what he had the block in. That could be the best, but it could also be the worst because the sleeve jerseys were awful.
But
I am a Lakers fan, but the gold that they have done for the last few years is not gold. It's like yellow, and yellow's a disgusting color. Like, yellow and blue, it makes me want to throw up. Yellow in general is just not a good color. Gold and purple is awesome. It's just been too yellow the last few years. It's like banana yellow, and so I'm not a big fan of the banana yellow. The best Cleveland jerseys of all time are the navy blue ones those are the best ones. And that was like the early LeBron, the first stint in LeBron Cavs era. Those are the best. There's a Cavs one that I hate too, though. It's like the gray ones that he wore in the those are I don't know.
Those were hideous. My favorite is the black Miami Heat jersey. Mm-hmm. Like, there's just something about those
the black
jerseys,
and white
man.
ones. Yeah.
Oh, they're sweet. But I'll probably say the ugliest one. I know this might get some haters. The St. Mary's one.
Oh.
Or it's like, like those high school ones.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, they're just.
Honestly,
they had Irish on it. It's like,
the worst one is going to be the Philadelphia 76ers one. That's going to be hard to. It's gonna be hard to see him and to picture him into, because I am not now the old school Sixers ones, like the black ones with like the star on the top of the basketball. Yeah, those are sweet, but I don't know, Phila across the top. I don't know. I'm not a big Sixers fan, so it's gonna be interesting. But I root for the GOAT. He is the GOAT. LeBron James is the GOAT, and the GOAT is headed to the Philadelphia 76ers to finish out his career. Last final thoughts? Anything before we head off?
Nope. I think there are some people that are just as surprised as us. It's not everybody, people thought he's going to go back to Cleveland, come back home. Oh, he's got a golf membership here. No, we've seen him here. He's got some TV contract stuff going on it. Listen, he's a businessman. And he made a decision.
He's not a businessman. He's a businessman. Right.
Yes. And that's the thing. So people read too much into the dog and horse and pony show, and they got bamboozled. And here he is in Philly, talking about practice.
Yep. Speaking of dogs, we're going to end this show just like we always do. Mr. Jamal Williams, take it out.
Because if you go piss like a puppy, stay on the porch and let the big dogs eat.